Sunningdale Carehome. I'm speaking. How can I help?
Oh, yes, hello. I'd like to speak to my brother, or in the alternative, speak to the proprietor. Look, please, can you not slam the phone on me? Please, can you not slam the phone on me? So now you see that they're refusing to answer. They're just going to sit there, refuse to answer, and, make me wait. So they know I'm calling. They know the fact that they shouldn't be slamming the phone on me like this. It's degrading and humiliating. But that's what they've been instructed to do by David Crabtree, the proprietor of the care home. So they're just following instructions. And those instructions are, well, don't answer any of these calls, force him to put things in an email.
Hello, Sunningdale Carehome. How may I help?
Is this Anna?
Sorry?
What's your name?
You need to do everything in an email. And
Is it Anna? Can you not send us?
Anna.
All right. Can you not slam the phone on me first of all? Yes. I mean, it's very rude. Who am I speaking to?
It doesn't matter.
Or if you're not Anna, because I was just speaking to Anna and she just slammed the phone up on me. Can you not first of all slam the phone up on me? Number two is that I'm sending an email every single day to the manager. She's not replying to my email. So this is an exercise in futility. More importantly, my sister's been trying to contact our brother as well from Oldham. And she doesn't speak any English. And you are telling her to put things in an email to yourself. She's doing right English. So how is she meant to speak to her brother? Why are you preventing my sister from speaking to her brother who does not speak English? So these things need to be resolved rather than telling me to put all my communications in an email. It's an exercise in futility because, as you can appreciate, I can send things in an email. I am sending things in an email and they're not being responded to. So I'm going to continue to try to speak to my brother and you can just tell me to do one if you want. But the reality is that every day that goes by is a deprivation of his liberty, my liberty, and my sister's liberty. So I would once again ask you to let me speak to the manager directly because she's not obviously replying to my emails, or let me speak to the proprietor.
Well, unfortunately, she's busy at the moment, and you will still have to do everything by an email.
But what about my sister?
But anyway, thank you very much for your call.
But what about my sister? What about my sister? What about my sister? So listen. So all right, but don't tell me who they are. So they're not going to tell me who they are. They've asked me to. I've explained what the situation is, and then still they're not answering. They're saying, "Oh, she's busy in a meeting." Completely ridiculous. This, like I said, they're just following instructions, like the Nazis were, following instructions from their commander, and their commander-in-chief happens to be Bradford Council, effectively, telling them to put things in writing. Now you can see I'm ringing up. Hello.
Good afternoon, Sunningdale.
Yeah, can I ask who I'm speaking to?
It doesn't matter. I've already told you that. Can you put everything in an email?
I've just asked you. I've asked you the question. I've asked you the question regarding my sister. Look at this. Look at how childish and immature behavior this is. Well, I'm just going to keep on ringing back. You know, obviously, it's not the case. I'm not intelligent enough to understand what's going on. I know exactly what's going on. I mean, you keep on telling me to put things in an email, which is an exercise in futility, isn't it? I mean, there's no point putting things in an email if you're not going to even respond to them. I've asked to speak to the manager. They say, oh, she's busy in a meeting, which is just complete lies. I've got used to these lies. And now I'm ringing back and saying, look, well, why can't my sister speak to my brother? If you're not letting me speak, I need to. It's just simply ridiculous. It's so frustrating. Yeah, can I ask who I'm speaking to?
No, I've already told you. Please do everything in an email.
What? Can you tell me what about my sister? just being degrading and humiliating, isn't it? This is just like, and they're getting off on it. Of course, the care staff are getting off on it because they know that we're causing suffering and misery, and so they just they've got a remit. So she's put the phone down on me now. All right. So let me just do it one more time, and then I'll end the calls. Because if they're just gonna slam the phone on me like this and not even answer the phone, I just don't need them to. I need them to talk to me rather than putting me into this situation. Is you can't explain something to me over and over again, which I do understand. You've told me do something, it's not working. Now tell me how to resolve that. They don't want to care. They don't care. We've just been instructed like a little program to tell you to do one. Put things in an email, and we'll only respond. We won't even bother responding. We want you to put things in an email, so we won't respond, and then we'll just play these silly bugger games. We won't even identify who we are. All right, and we'll just continue to play these silly games. It's one care staff after the next. Well, it doesn't matter about the care staff. It doesn't even matter about the deputy manager Anna or the manager Tracy. It matters about David Crabtree, who's making the money out of all this. So he's making money out of our misery, and allowing the situation to perpetuate. So he's ended the call there. Well, I'm not going to ring back now. There's no need for me to ring back. As you can see, they're playing silly buggers, and telling me to put things in an email. Well, I'm sending the emails daily. They're coached and coerced me to give me my send things via email initially in I believe the 6th of June. We're on the 17th of July now. I've been sending emails, and what they're doing is just the same old tactics in it, telling lies in emails. Just blatantly telling lies in emails, and then when I'm pulling them up on it, or now the goalpost is no, you need to send us everything via email. Then we're going to bullshit through the email after getting advice from Bradford Council of how to respond to those emails and draft our responses for us. So we moved from that goalpost to now, oh well, you could email us once every week and we can tell you that he's still alive and he's okay, but you can't speak to him. And then we're going to just move that to every 2 weeks, or to every month, to every year. You can just ring us up once a year to let you know that he's still alive and we're still torturing him, and we're going to tell you that he's okay, but you still can't speak to him. There's no legal justification of why they're preventing me from speaking to him, other than if they are doing all that I'm saying is true, which is torturing him and denying him his freedom and liberty, and looking to then obviously act in this pusillanimously cowardice manner, hiding behind the corporate veil. They won't let me speak to the manager. They won't let me speak to the proprietor. Obviously, the manager's just there doing a job. They're all there just doing a job, but you can't extinguish your guilt by simply stating we were following instructions, because if that was a defensible excuse, then why would the Nazis why could not the Nazis use the very same excuse, saying we were just following orders from Hitler? Blame Hitler, don't blame us. Clearly that diminished responsibility through willful ignorance and just simply following orders is not acceptable. It's not acceptable by the Nazis, and it's not acceptable by these people, which are equivalent, because all they seem to be saying is that we're following orders. Now they need to justify the senior people such as Tracy, and most importantly David Crabtree needs to justify and speak to me about the concerns I have, because those were concerns that were raised by my brother, that were recorded, that have been published, and which they are now simply refusing to address, and are going to torture my brother to death under the instructions of Bradford Council, who are then social workers, who are then going to all collude and conspire with the police, the courts, the coroner's office, the tribunals, everybody, and the judges, and everybody else is just going to simply collude and conspire to cover everything up and say, no, he died of natural causes. Nothing to see here, just like they did a decade ago in my brother Nazim's case, just as they've recently done in my mother's case, tortured and murdered her, just like they tortured and murdered everybody else. And now all of a sudden they just simply say, just ignoring the situation because it serves their agenda and narrative and best interest to continue this charade of a situation for their own personal benefit. And it's obviously degrading and humiliating for me. I'm asking them they can't even answer the simple question like, how is my sister meant to communicate with my brother? So basically they've achieved the bail conditions. They've achieved the West Yorkshire police bail conditions of not having any direct and indirect access to my brother through alternative means now, because the West Yorkshire police have found nothing on me, have effectively removed those bail conditions, and now they needed another justification to do so, and they've utilised Crabtree Sunningdale Carehome.